Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure to speak for the Threads conference. I'm delighted to talk a little bit on the topic of diversity, of transcending one's boundaries and taking the risk, taking the opportunity to be integrated into a new society and a new culture. I am an immigrant. I was honored to receive the Top 25 Canadian Immigrant Award at the end of 2021. We at Semper8 are very thoughtful about diversity. It's one of our top values. It is proudly displayed on our website, and we use it daily. We use it during our orientation sessions and to explain what we mean in terms of diversity of ideas, diversity of peoples, diversity of experiences. And we are very clear about how it adds value to conversations, how it adds value to work products. We are also very thoughtful about talking about it often on projects and on assignments. And one example of how we work to, in addition to what I think I've just mentioned, deals with any possible conscious biases that people might have. We're also aware that there are unconscious biases that people might unconsciously differentiate, people that might not be perceived subconsciously as similar to themselves. So we work to limit any unconscious biases that might be there as much as possible in our interviews. The first interviews we do with people for various roles, they're all audio only. So even if it's on a Zoom link, we ask people to turn off their video, to not even turn it on to begin with, so that we can just hear the people, hear their voices, hear their stories, hear their experiences, assess their attitude, aptitude, and assess how they might be able to be a productive team member. We see people who are very cautious. They're very happy to be in a new place and a new country like Canada, but they're cautious in terms of getting to know folks of other cultures. They spend a lot of time with people that are from their own community, which is of course great to provide initial support, to provide context and maybe teachings, learnings in terms of how people from their own community would normally come into Canadian life, get different kinds of government IDs, driver's license, how the public transit system works, etc. But also we see people who maybe stay too much with their own communities without venturing outside to improve their English, to have productive dialogue about new ideas, to get a better understanding how the business and social systems work in this country. So that's something that we strongly encourage to people who are from other places around the world. We also have folks who are team members, who are collaborators from a variety of countries of origin, and we always see that there's strong value that they add with their perspectives and experiences from understanding their cultures, understanding their countries, understanding how something might be executed or done on a project or on a presentation or communicated differently. And so just that difference of being not the original idea, but something that's additive does add a lot of value in the kind of open planning, discussion, information sharing, analysis discussions that we have at Semper8, and whether that is in the emergent acquisitions deals or supporting private assets in healthcare or in media. Certainly people's experiences, their life stories, stories of their cultures, and specific also relationships that sometimes they have in other countries that might be able to help find out information about businesses, about industries, about goings on that are geopolitical, macroeconomic, all of that, whether it's just using the diversity here locally is useful. And of course, it's useful for international projects as well. I'm wishing you lots of luck, lots of good speed in your Canadian journey, and hope that you are able to discover mentors, that you're able to discover people who are from your community, from other communities, people who are native Canadians, who might be those you could ask questions, you could learn from, and you could add to the greater more stronger, more impactful whole that I think is Canada, with our amazing propensity to include people like myself who are immigrants into the community, into the business life, and also to tie our original identities with our Canadian identity into something that's that much greater than the sum of parts.